Hello YouTube, it is I, Bandedwendy. How are you? It is Monday, the 18th of June, 2012, and I want to talk about something that I've spoke about before. Since the beginning of my journey, my surgeon has been very helpful with me in understanding the size of my stoma. And I don't think it's anything we should ever take for granted. I don't think it's anything we should ever overlook. And I think we need to always have an awareness about it. And in the circles I walk, and the places I go, and the people I meet, I have a chance to have conversations about the Lapband and about the portions that we eat. And I'm always reminded of some of my early videos and the conversations I've had with my surgeon. And 4 ounces is the recommended amount of food we're supposed to eat with a Lapband. Some may say at the proper restriction, at the sweet spot, always start with 4 ounces. And don't guesstimate. This is what the stoma gets filled this size. You know when you go in to get that a fill or an adjustment and you see the saline bottle? That saline bottle is the size of our stoma. I'm using this mouse as a reference, right? I mean, it's not that big, guys. Imagine that space between your chin and your nose. So, it's if we overeat, which I've done it, right? But when we overeat, we're damaging our stoma. We could be potentially damaging our esophagus. And it's hard. It's hard to get used to the fact that this is the amount of food I'm going to eat. I had portion control issues. I didn't get to be as high as 269 pounds at one point because I knew how to eat or how much to eat. And, it's not that we're failures or that we have a lack of willpower or an ability to want to try. It's hard. It's really hard. So, I've said I use my 1-cup containers, but I don't eat 1 cup of food. I use 1 cup because those are most easily available to purchase. And I use my scale. I've talked about my digital scale, food measuring scale often. And that scale needs to read 4 ounces, right? And it's important. It's very, very important. When I had that upper endoscopy back in October, and my surgeon told me that everything inside looked as great as everything on the outside, and that many bariatric patients start to see damage to internal organs at the 3-year mark. Something you might not see on the outside, you can only see on the inside. That comes from forgetting how big and how big our stoma is and how much we need to eat. So I guess you can kind of call this Bandedwendy's public service announcement. It's really important. Really, really important. So, the smaller the container is you put that 4 ounces in, the easier it gets, not easy, easier it gets over time to get used to eating a small amount of food, And that's firm protein, right? That's why it's so important, the quality of food that we're eating, because our quantity is limited. So when we're eating non-protein driven foods, slider foods, potato chips, carbs, things that easily digest and break down and go through, we're not getting satisfied, so we think we can still eat. If we're drinking while we're eating, it's pushing food through, right? And if we're overeating firm protein, where's the food go? It's not passing past the Lapband. What's happening? It's building up in your esophagus. What happens when something fills up that's not supposed to hold something. It stretches. So I'm here to just to remind you all, no matter where you are in the journey, keep remembering how big that stoma is. A saline bottle, a mouse, 4 ounces. Do yourself a favor, I'm telling you. Measure your food. Learn to leave a bite. Even with the Lapband, we can overeat. So, anyway, have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye.